My wife cheated with 6 men. Our 3 kids aren't mine. Here is my revenge on all of them. Let me tell you about the woman I thought I would grow old with. I met Amanda when I was 15 years old. It was my sophomore year of high school in Sacramento, California. She was new. She had just moved from Texas. Long brown hair, green eyes, a smile that made every boy in the hallway forget where they were going. She sat next to me in English class on our first day. "Hi," she said. "I'm Amanda. I don't know anyone here. Will you show me around?" I was a skinny kid who played video games and avoided social situations. I had never had a girlfriend. I had never even held a girl's hand. Amanda changed that. We started dating within 2 weeks. She told me she loved me within a month. I was 15. I didn't know what love was, but I thought I did. She made me feel seen, important, like I mattered. My parents were going through a divorce. My father moved out. My mother cried every night. I felt invisible in my own home. Amanda made me visible. We spent every moment together. After school, weekends, holidays. Her parents liked me. My mother liked her. We were the couple everyone expected to get married. And we did. Just not the way I expected. High school passed in a blur. Football games, prom, graduation. Amanda was voted most beautiful. I was voted most likely to succeed. We were the golden couple. Everyone said we would last forever. I believed them. We went to the same college. University of California, Davis. Not far from home. Close enough to visit our parents. Far enough to feel like adults. We lived in the same dorm. Different floors. But close. College was supposed to be the best time of our lives. For me, it was. For Amanda, it was something else. Something I wouldn't discover for years. College was hard. Not academically. Emotionally. Amanda changed. She became more social. More outgoing. She joined a sorority. She went to parties without me. "I need my own friends," she said. "You can't be with me all the time." I understood. I was studying engineering. Long hours. Hard classes. I couldn't go to every party. I couldn't be with her every night. I trusted her. That was my first mistake. The first red flag came freshman year. Amanda came home from a party at 3 a.m. Her hair was messy. Her shirt was inside out. "What happened?" I asked. "Nothing. I just got hot." I changed. I believed her. The second red flag came sophomore year. She went on a spring break trip with her sorority. Cancun. 5 days. She came back tan. Happy. Distant. "How was it?" I asked. "Amazing. You should have come." "I had a project." "You always have a project." She wasn't wrong. I worked hard. Too hard. I was trying to build a future. A future for us. I didn't know she was building something else. The third red flag came junior year. Amanda's best friend, Rachel, pulled me aside at a party. "You need to watch Amanda," she said. "What do you mean?" "She's been acting strange. Going out alone. Coming home late. She's just having fun." Fun is one thing. This is something else. I didn't listen. I trusted Amanda. Rachel was just being paranoid. I was wrong. Rachel was trying to warn me. The man from spring break was named Derek. She met him in Cancun. He was from Arizona. Handsome. Rich. He bought her drinks. Took her to dinner. Took her to bed. She slept with him 4 times that week. She never told me. I found out years later. The man from junior year was named Mike. She met him at a bar near campus. He was older. 26. He had a car. An apartment. A job. She slept with him for 3 months. She told him she was single. I was in the library studying for finals while she was in his apartment. I found out years later. The man from senior year was named Jake. He was her personal trainer at the campus gym. Muscular. Confident. He flirted with her during every session. She hired him for private sessions. They weren't about fitness. I found out years later. I graduated with honors. Summa cum laude. My parents came to the ceremony. Amanda came too. She kissed me after I walked across the stage. "I'm so proud of you," she said. She was sleeping with Jake that same night. I didn't know. I trusted her. I loved her. I was blind. We got engaged 3 months after graduation. I bought a ring. 2 carats. Cost me $15,000. I had saved for 2 years. I proposed at the same spot where we had our first date. A small park near our high school. The sun was setting. She said yes. She cried. I cried. Her parents cried. We set the wedding day for the following summer. I thought my life was perfect. I was living in a dream. And the dream was about to become a nightmare. We got married on a Saturday in June. 300 guests. A church in Sacramento. A reception at a country club. Amanda wore a white dress. She was beautiful. The most beautiful woman I had ever seen. I wore a tuxedo. I was nervous. My hands were shaking when I said my vows. I promised to love you, to honor you, to cherish you, for the rest of my life. She said the same words. She was lying. We bought a house in the suburbs. 4 bedrooms. A yard. A garage. We were going to fill it with children. The first child came quickly. Brianna was born 11 months after the wedding. 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Healthy. Beautiful. I cried when I held her. She has your eyes, I said. She has your smile, Amanda said. She was lying. Brianna didn't have my smile. She didn't have my anything. Brianna's biological father was Mark, my best friend since childhood, the best man at my wedding, the man I trusted more than anyone in the world. He was sleeping with Amanda before the wedding, during the wedding, after the wedding. I didn't know. The second child came 2 years later. Tyler, 8 pounds, 1 ounce. Healthy, loud. He had Amanda's eyes, my mother's chin, or so I thought. Tyler's biological father was Chris, my college roommate, the guy I studied with, the guy I drank with, the guy I confided in about my marriage. He was sleeping with Amanda too. I didn't know. The third child came 3 years after that. Sophia, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. Healthy, quiet. She looked like Amanda's mother, or so I thought. Sophia's biological father was Kevin, my business partner. We started a company together. Software development. It was growing. Successful. We were making money. He was sleeping with Amanda too. I didn't know. I was raising 3 children, loving them, sacrificing for them, working long hours to provide for them. I missed soccer games. I missed dance recitals. I missed parent-teacher conferences. But I was building a future for my family. My family wasn't mine. The children grew. They became entitled, spoiled, cruel. Brianna, at 12, demanded a car for her birthday. Not a used car, a new car, a BMW. You can afford it, she said. I can, but I won't. You're so mean. Mom says you're cheap. Mom says that. Amanda ignores me. She's always on her phone, always going out. I should have listened to my daughter. She was telling me the truth. I didn't hear it. Tyler, at 9, broke my laptop. On purpose. He was angry because I wouldn't buy him a video game. It's just a computer, he said. Buy another one. That computer had my work on it. Not my problem. He walked away. He didn't apologize. Sophia, at 6, told me she hated me. I wouldn't let her have ice cream before dinner. I wish Mom had married someone else, she said. I laughed. I thought it was cute. It wasn't cute. It was a window into her soul. A soul that had been poisoned by her mother. Amanda was different too. Distant. Cold. She went out 3 or 4 nights a week. Girls' nights, she said. Work events. Networking. I believed her. I was working 60 hours a week. Building the business. Providing for my family. I didn't have time to ask questions. I should have made time. The discovery came on a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday night in October. I came home early from work. Amanda was in the shower. Her phone was on the kitchen counter. It buzzed. A text message. The screen lit up. I saw the preview. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. The name was saved as Kevin, my business partner, the man I trusted with my company, my money, my secrets. I picked up the phone. I shouldn't have. Privacy. Trust. But I picked it up. The phone was unlocked. I scrolled through the messages. Hundreds of them. Going back years. He's working late again. Come over. I miss you. When can I see you? He doesn't satisfy me like you do. Me. She was talking about me. I kept scrolling. There were more names. Mark. Chris. Jake. Mike. Derek. Mark. My best friend. Chris. My college roommate. Jake. The personal trainer from years ago. Mike. The guy from the bar. Derek. The guy from spring break. 6 men. 6 affairs. 15 years. I stood in the kitchen, reading. My hand was shaking. My vision was blurring. I couldn't breathe. Amanda came out of the shower. She was wearing a towel. She saw me holding her phone. Her face went pale. David, she said. I can explain. Don't. It's not what you think. I read the messages. All of them. She started crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. How long? What? How long have you been cheating on me? She didn't answer. I'll ask again. How long? Since college. College. 15 years. She had been cheating on me for 15 years. Who else? What? The messages. There are 6 names. Mark, Chris, Kevin, Jake, Mike, Derek. Who else? That's all. 6 men. You slept with 6 men. Yes. While we were married? Yes. While I was working, providing, raising our children? Yes. I put the phone down. I walked to the door. Where are you going? I don't know. Away from you. I drove for 3 hours. I ended up at a hotel near Lake Tahoe. I checked in under a fake name. I sat on the bed and stared at the wall. I didn't cry. I couldn't. My body had no tears left. I called a lawyer the next morning. Ms. Washington, the best divorce attorney in California. I need a divorce, I said. Is there infidelity? Yes. With 6 men. Over 15 years. Do you have evidence? I have her phone. Screenshots. Messages. Good. Send them to me. I'll start the process. There's more. What? We have 3 children. Are they yours? I paused. I don't know. Get a DNA test. Before you do anything else. I hired a private investigator. Frank. Retired FBI. Expensive. Worth every penny. Frank collected DNA samples. Cheek swabs. From me. From the children. From Mark. From Chris. From Kevin. We sent them to a lab. Dr. Chun ran the tests. I waited 3 weeks for the results. 3 weeks of hell. Amanda called me every day. Crying. Apologizing. Begging. I love you, she said. You don't love me. You love my money. My stability. My willingness to look the other way. That's not true. Then why did you cheat? With 6 men? For 15 years. She didn't answer. The children called me too. Brianna was angry. Mom says you're leaving us. I'm not leaving you. I'm leaving your mother. You're abandoning us. I'm not abandoning you. I need to figure some things out. You're selfish. She hung up. Tyler was cold. Whatever. Just keep sending money. Sophia was confused. Daddy, why aren't you home? I'm working, sweetheart. I'll see you soon. I didn't know if I would see them again. They might not be mine. The results came on a Friday. I drove to Dr. Chen's office. Ms. Washington came with me. Frank came too. Dr. Chen sat us down. She had 3 folders. 1 for each child. Mr. Thompson, she said. I have the results. Tell me. She opened the first folder. Brianna. She is not your biological daughter. The biological father is Mark Thompson. Mark. My best friend. The best man at my wedding. He had been sleeping with Amanda before the wedding. Brianna was conceived before we got married. I nodded. Next. She opened the second folder. Tyler. He is not your biological daughter. Correction. Your biological son. He is not your biological son. The biological father is Christopher Miller. Chris. My college roommate. The guy I studied with. The guy I trusted. Next. She opened the third folder. Sophia. She is not your biological daughter. The biological father is Kevin Anderson. Kevin. My business partner. The man who was sleeping with Amanda while we build a company together. None of them were mine. 3 children. 15 years. None of them were mine. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there. Thank you, Dr. Chun. Are you okay, Mr. Thompson? I will be. I walked out. Ms. Washington followed me. What do you want to do? She asked. I want to destroy them. All of them. Amanda. Mark. Chris. Kevin. Every single person who lied to me. That's a lot of people. They had 15 years to tell me the truth. They chose silence. Now they'll pay for it. The legal battle lasted 2 years. 2 years of depositions. 2 years of court dates. 2 years of watching my ex-wife and her lover squirm. I filed for divorce immediately. Grounds: adultery, fraud, and paternity fraud. Amanda hired a lawyer. A cheap one. She couldn't afford better. I had controlled the finances. She had spent most of our money on hotels, gifts for her lovers, and a secret apartment I didn't know about. The secret apartment. That was the worst part. She had been renting an apartment in downtown Sacramento for 3 years. 3 years of sneaking away. 3 years of telling me she was at yoga, at book club, at work events. She was at the apartment. With them. Frank found it. He found receipts, credit card statements, utility bills, neighbors who saw her coming and going with different men. Ms. Washington filed a motion for paternity fraud. She asked the court to compel DNA testing for all 3 children. Amanda objected. The judge overruled her. The test confirmed what I already knew. None of the children were mine. Ms. Washington then filed a motion to remove my name from the birth certificates. She asked the court to establish paternity for the biological fathers. Mark, Chris, and Kevin were named as defendants. They hired their own lawyers. They tried to fight it. They lost. The court ordered DNA testing for all three men. The tests confirmed they were the fathers. Mark was Brianna's father. Chris was Tyler's father. Kevin was Sophia's father. They were ordered to pay child support, back payments, interest, penalties. Mark owed over $100,000. Chris owed over $80,000. Kevin owed over $60,000. None of them could afford it. Mark was a high school teacher. Chris was a mid-level manager. Kevin was my former business partner. I had fired him. His income had dropped significantly. They begged me to drop the cases. I refused. You should have thought about that before you slept with my wife, I said. The divorce was finalized 18 months after I filed. Amanda got nothing. The house was mine. The cars were mine. The savings were mine. The business was mine. She got her secret apartment. She couldn't afford to keep it. She moved into a small studio in a bad part town. She called me crying. You've destroyed me. I didn't destroy you. You destroyed yourself. I just handed you the shovel. I have nowhere to live. No money. No job. You should have thought about that before you cheated on me with 6 men. She hung up. I never spoke to her again. The children were notified of the paternity results. Brianna was 14. She understood. She was angry. "You're not my father," she screamed. "No, Mark is. I hate Mark. He's gross. That's not my problem. You abandoned us. I didn't abandon you. You were never mine to abandon." She hung up. She hasn't spoken to me since. Tyler was 11. He didn't care. "Whatever. Just keep paying for my school." "I'm not paying for your school. Your biological father is. He doesn't have money. That's not my problem." Tyler cursed at me. He hung up. Sophia was 8. She didn't understand. "Daddy, why are you leaving?" "I'm not your daddy, Sophia. Kevin is. I don't want Kevin. I want you." I almost cried. Almost. But I couldn't. I had to be strong. "I'm sorry, Sophia, but I can't be your father anymore. It's not fair to you. And it's not fair to me." She cried. I hung up. I haven't spoken to any of them since. Ms. Washington filed a motion to terminate my parental rights. The court granted it. My name was removed from all 3 birth certificates. I was no longer legally responsible for any of the children. It was the most liberating moment of my life. After the divorce was finalized, I sold the house. Too many memories. Bad memories. I sold the business too. Kevin had been my partner. I didn't want anything connected to him. I moved to Nevada. Las Vegas. A fresh start. No one knew me there. No one knew my past. I started a new business. Consulting. Technology. It grew quickly. Faster than the first one. I bought a house in Summerlin. A nice neighborhood. A pool. A yard. A dog. I started seeing a therapist. Dr. Martinez. She specialized in betrayal trauma. "You've been through something terrible," she said. "But you're not broken. You're just wounded. Wounds heal." "Do they?" "Yes. With time. With help. With self-compassion." I worked on myself. I exercised. I ate well. I slept. I meditated. I started to heal. I met Elena 2 years after the divorce. She was a physical therapist. We met at a coffee shop. She was reading a book. I asked her about it. She looked up. She smiled. "It's about trauma. I'm a therapist. I know something about trauma. Want to talk about it?" "Not yet. But maybe someday." She nodded. "I can wait." We dated for a year before I told her everything. Amanda. The affairs. The children. The DNA tests. The legal battles. She listened. She didn't flinch. "That's horrible," she said. "You didn't deserve any of that." "I know. Are you okay?" "I am now." She kissed me. "Good. Let's keep it that way." We got married 2 years after that. Small ceremony. A few friends. Her parents. My mother came. My father didn't. He was still in Florida. I cried at the wedding. Not because I was sad. Because I was happy. Happier than I had ever been. Elena got pregnant a year later. We had a daughter. Olivia. She is my daughter. Biologically. Legally. Emotionally. I watched her come into this world. I cut the umbilical cord. I held her in my arms. She has my eyes. My smile. My stubbornness. I am her father. No DNA test needed. I look at her sometimes and think about the other children. The ones I raised. The ones who weren't mine. I don't miss them. I miss the idea of them, the family I thought I had. But Olivia is my family now. Elena is my family now. They are enough. It's been 5 years since the divorce. 3 years since I married Elena. 1 year since Olivia was born. I am 40 years old. I have a wife, a daughter, a home, a business, a life. I am happy, truly happy. Amanda is still in Sacramento. She lives in a small studio apartment. She works at a retail store. She is alone. Her family stopped talking to her when they learned about the affairs. Her friends abandoned her. The 6 men she cheated with want nothing to do with her. She is nobody. Mark lost his teaching job. The school board learned about the affair. They fired him. He works at a hardware store. His wife divorced him. His children won't speak to him. He is nobody. Chris lost his job too. His company downsized. He was the first to go. He lives in a small apartment. He is alone. He is nobody. Kevin is bankrupt. He lost everything in the divorce from his wife. His business failed. He works as a driver for a rideshare company. He is nobody. Brianna is 19 now. She works at a fast food restaurant. She dropped out high school. She has a boyfriend who treats her badly. She called me once. 2 years ago. I'm sorry, she said. For how I treated you. For what Mom did. Thank you for saying that. Do you think you could ever forgive me? I already have. But I can't be your father. That chapter of my life is closed. I understand. We haven't spoken since. Tyler is 16. He lives with Amanda. He's in trouble with the law. Theft. Vandalism. He's on probation. He didn't call me. He won't. He blames me for everything. Sophia is 13. She lives with Amanda too. She's struggling in school. She's in therapy. She sends me letters sometimes. I miss you, Daddy. I wish you were my real dad. Why did you leave? I don't respond. It hurts too much. Elena asked me once if I felt guilty. No, I said. I feel sad, but not guilty. I didn't cause this. Amanda did. Do you ever think about what could have been? Sometimes. But then I look at Olivia. I look at you. And I realize that what could have been doesn't matter. What matters is what is. She held my hand. I love you. I love you too. If you're watching this and you've been betrayed, I want you to know something. It gets better. Not because they apologize. Not because karma comes. Because you rebuild. You build a new life. New love. New happiness. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you're not angry anymore. You're not sad. You're not waiting for an apology that will never come. You're just living. That's the best revenge. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to his Reddit Tales for more stories of betrayal, paternity fraud, and building a life from the ashes. And if you're raising children who might not be yours, get a DNA test. It's better to know the truth than to live a lie.